Okay, for people that are fans of Odyssey, really want their IEMs, they have not released an IEM for many years now. The last one they released was their very well loved, I think it's called the iSign. It's an iSign, yeah, the iSign earphone. After that, I have not heard of any product from them till now. This is a flagship planar IEM. Very expensive, but we'll go over the reason why it's the price tag they are charging. So they're calling this the Euclid earphone. It's coming with a very, very good driver technology that would more or less please the most discerning audiophile around. It's made in the US, so quality is pretty much assured in this regard. I'm on Odyssey's website. This is directly from their website. I didn't want to get it from another blog or report it. I really wanted to see what the price is from the official website, and it's not cheap. Now, I understand IEMs right now are very expensive, especially flagship models from other brands. But I was thinking this would be in the price range that most people can afford, but it is not. So it is what it is. So price is 1,300 US dollars on Odyssey's website. You have to still pay for shipping as well. So it's an expensive set, really expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Any IEM that costs over $1,000 is very expensive to me. I really don't care what driver technology you come with. Once you're over $1,000, I start looking at whether you really make sense to be purchased in the first place. So in terms of driver technology, it's coming with its 18 millimeter planar magnetic driver. I think this is the first ever 18 millimeter planar magnetic IEM ever made, because I've never seen this size of driver in any product, in any earphone product ever. So this would certainly be the biggest. So the Euclid is coming with what they call their 80 millimeter planar magnetic driver that they built in-house using their patent Fiio waveguards to eliminate phasing and distortion, which they claim is typically found in close back dynamic earphones. So they are trying to give you an uncolored, undistorted sound, and it's really cool. I don't know. I don't know what I would say, but this is a really nice product if we are judging it by what I'm seeing on screen. The thing here with planar magnetic earphones that you have to know already is the driving power that you would need to run this to its fullest potential. Like this one, the minimum power requirement it has on the spec is 50 milliwatts. It really needs a ton of power. It really needs a ton of power to work, and I'm not gonna lie, it is really a premium earphone in terms of everything you are getting. Build quality is fantastic from what I'm seeing. It is made of very good metal. The connection it has is MMCX. I don't know how I feel about MMCX on this very pricey earphone. I'm not a big fan of MMCX earphones, regardless of the price. I feel MMCX connectors are inferior to two-pin connectors generally. Many people would disagree with me on that, but that's me. I feel MMCX connectors are inferior to two-pin. So this is coming with MMCX. They claim the MMCX is top notch. Wouldn't give you an issue. They have their their in-house made ear tips that is coming with it. But from what I can see from this ear tip, it looks like a regular wide ball ear tip, which is really what I use. I'm a big fan of wide ball. Yeah, that's pretty much the only earbud tips I use. I don't use narrow ball tips that generally come with IEMs and every other earphone. I only use wide ball ear tips, and it has helped me stay without pains, because my problem with narrow ball tips is pain, causes me pain after a while. I'm not a big fan of narrow ball tips, so it's looking very good. I like the look of the earphone. I don't like the cable. This cable looks thin to my eyes. I don't know the core count because it wasn't written down in the spec sheet, but I don't think I'm a big fan of this cable. I really don't care much about very thin, even no matter how quality the product is. I just don't. I feel once you are over $1,000, you should have great cable. Like I feel you shouldn't have cables that would make me question why I spend that kind of money buying you in the first place. So like I said, the power requirements of this thing is really massive. So the minimum you can feed it is 50 milliwatts. The maximum they claim on paper it needs to shine very well is 500 milliwatts. And the total harmonic distortion, okay, before we go to the total harmonic distortion on this is 100 decibels, which is not easy to drive. Now this is a planar set, so you have to have the power to drive it. It's definitely going to be very hard to drive. It's almost going to be like P series IEM from Thin Hi-Fi. It's going to be very hard to drive in its own regard. The sensitivity is 105 decibels, so this is not going to be easy to drive whatsoever. Its impedance is 12 ohms. It's crazy sensitive in the impedance department, but the sensitivity and total harmonic is really not that sense. So you still need a ton of power to drive this to its full less potential. So I'm on Odyssey's site. I'm on Odyssey's website. So if you want this, go to Odyssey's site and pick it up. Odyssey is a reputable brand. They have built their reputation over the years. There is really nothing for them to prove any longer. I know their earphone would sound great. I'm not a fan of the cable choice they use or the connector on the cable, but I know the earphone will be a flagship level sound. Am I hyped for it? No. Anything over $1,000, I'm never really hyped for it, regardless of how well they sound. I feel no earphone should cost over $1,000. That's me personally. You may feel differently. I know people that think that way, that you gotta cost over $1,000 to bring something big to the table. I really doubt that. Sound is very subjective, and people enjoy very affordable set, and could even tell you that they don't even care so much about that little extra 10% of enhanced sound that they get from $1,000+ sets. So it is what it is. Okay guys, that's the news right now. Please do subscribe to our channel, follow on social media, and check out the links in the description. I'm going to see you guys next time.